You guys asked for it, so let's play Bout of Realms.
So most of you know this is my first ever Bout of Realms experience. Obviously, we've all played Tower Wars, we've all played Dispute for the Accursed Tower, which is the exact same thing. But Bout of Realms, you're using the same map, but this is a cross-server PvP war where you have your team set up. So I'm with some friends today from a couple of different clans, and it's almost like two war bands that we've merged together to play Bout of Realms. And yeah, we'll see how the battle goes overall. This first match, I felt really bad because we were against just one person on their own, which does happen with Tower War quite often, the Dispute for the Accursed Tower. Quite often you find that a clan will challenge your tower and only actually turn up with one person. But yeah, didn't expect to see that in Bout of Realms. So if you know the player, I'll show you their details at the end. Let me know, because I feel kind of bad that they were just on their own for the match. So yeah, we kind of just waited at the center after we'd taken all of the towers, as you can see, or all of the effigies. And yeah, we waited at the center for the Guardian to actually spawn in this match because there wasn't really much else to do. And after the guy got killed a few times at spawn through my teammates, you can see are at the top of the map, they just left the match, which is fair enough. So yeah, we were waiting here for the Guardian to spawn, and this is pretty much how the first match went. It was pretty straightforward, pretty easy, and really surprising. We weren't really expecting it to be like this, or I definitely wasn't expecting to only see one player. A few people had said that the last Bout of Realms that they played was kind of easy with lower resonance teams and obviously lots of players joining that were maybe not so experienced in PvP. But yeah, for my first experience, I wasn't expecting it to be like this. So once we'd killed the Guardian, we just kind of waited around for the points to carry on totting up. And yeah, as you can see, that first match was a victory, obviously. So pretty straightforward. And yeah, that's the overall result. So I did message this player because I felt kind of bad. This is their stats just so that you can have a little look. And I did send them a little message to say GG because it's not fun coming up against a full team, especially when it's like mid-reso players. So yeah, good job to you for actually showing up. So this was our second match, and we were against a full team here, and we could see that they'd already written in the Bout of Realms chat, which comes up as an all tab in the middle. You can see on my chat here, there's two all tabs. The second all tab is actually the Bout of Realms channel for the whole zone. The third chat is obviously just for our team. But yeah, we noticed straight away that most of their players that wrote in the chat were 8,000, 9,000 resonance. So we already knew that this match was kind of like game over before it started. I was kind of surprised to get matched with such high resonance players so early on. Second match in all of the, I can't even think what they call it, preliminaries. Didn't really expect to match against such high resonance players. So I couldn't really do much here other than just kind of try and distract them. But you can imagine how this match went without me really having to tell you. It's kind of predictable before it even started. So you can already see when you take a look on the mini map there, they've already got like all of the towers except our base tower. I tried to push forward here with my teammate that you can see is slightly ahead of me, but straight away I got attacked by Demon Hunter. And yeah, I'll just let you watch this match and then we'll join back together at the end of it, and I'll show you the character stats for the enemy team. And just quickly, a huge shout out and thank you to the guys on my team who joined us for Bout of Realms. It's really excited to see how we progress for the rest of the week, and I just appreciate everyone that's joined from my team and also the other teams as well to make this possible. So, as I mentioned, this match, you could already tell from the start was going to be a defeat just based on the resonance alone. So this was the overall result. I got a little bit of a score just because I managed to take our first tower, and I did get an assist there as well. But yeah, I died 4 times. We'll take a little look at some of the enemy team stats. So you'll see what I mean here. So this was their top player, 8,000 resonance. Their second player on the team, 9,000, pretty much 10,000 resonance there, and crazy secondaries. Third player on the team, they have crazy high secondaries once again, and 10,600 resonance. So you can already kind of tell how it's going to go with the rest of the players on the team. Their lowest resonance player was 7k, whereas our highest resonance player on our team, I think, is just over 6k or around about 6k. So yeah, we didn't stand much of a chance against these guys. But it was still fun. Like, it's always fun to experience these things. But I was kind of surprised that we got matched against such high resonance players so early on. I mean, the first day of preliminaries, you don't kind of expect to go from a match with one player to go to a match with people that have like double your resonance. It was kind of wild. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you all the players on their team. So that was the second match. If you're watching this, then drop me a comment and say hi. It's always nice to meet the people that I fought in Battleground and PvP. So this third match, we could see the resonance of one guy on their team because you can see that they wrote in the Bout of Realms chat. So it's a little bit confusing, but when you enter Bout of Realms, if you're on mobile like me, you get 3 chat tabs at the bottom. All is for all of the chats on your feed. The second all is actually just a zone chat for Bout of Realms. So that is where you can type to the other teams and see each other's chats together. If you want to write to each other, you can do it in there. So we could see the resonance of the first player and his secondaries and everything, but the rest of them didn't type, so we weren't entirely sure what we'd be up against. And he made us laugh because he made reference to a meme that's going around online, which is where these guys they're on voice chat with this player. I'm not sure what game it is because I'm not that familiar with those games, I'm not going to lie. And they say, oh, where are you from? Are you from Russia? And he's going, no, I'm American. And they say, well, what's your president? And he says, Michael Jordan. And as you probably saw, that's what the guy made reference to in the chat. And so we were all kind of having a laugh about that because we were on voice chat for this ourselves. And yeah, we were having a bit of a laugh about that before the match started. But this was much more of an interesting, balanced fight. This was much more what I expected from Bout of Realms. And it was definitely fun. There was a nice mix of different classes on both of our teams. So we had a bit of a mix and they had a bit of a mix as well. And it definitely makes it more fun when it's more balanced with resonance. Like with PvP in general, if you've all got similar stats, it definitely makes it more interesting than if you know you're going to enter and either take people down really easily or be taken down really easily. So it was definitely enjoyable. And I tried to just kind of stay central for the whole match here so that I could go in any direction that my teammates might need me. Not that I'm the highest resonance player or stat player on my team by any means. But even if I'm not playing a support build, I always try and support in some way or another. And obviously communication is a huge part of being successful in these kind of things. So yeah, we were just kind of making sure that everyone knew what their role was, where they were going to be, who was on their team, and who needed help and where you needed to go. So I changed up my build a little bit to my normal PvP build. I swapped out the Lightning Nova essence that we normally use for Isolated Storm instead, because it does deal quite a lot of damage. Obviously it doesn't have the range that the other Lightning Nova essences do have. So that was the only drawback with it. But I practiced it in Battleground Convoy on a few matches before we actually played Bout of Realms. And I had some success with it. It was a little bit frustrating at times because we did actually, me and Game Zone teamed up and we did actually lose all of those Battleground matches. But our performance personally wasn't too bad. So I thought I'd give it a go in Bout of Realms. I may swap back to the normal build tomorrow, or I may swap back to a CC build. I'm not entirely sure yet what I'm going to go with. Kind of nice to swap things out and try different things out. And normally when I do the Conqueror mode, which is obviously resonance free, but this exact map, I normally go with something that is a little bit more CC, and that does seem to work quite well. So I'm kind of undecided yet on what I want to do with regards actually yeah, my builds for the rest of the week. But let me know in the comments if you want me to record the other matches this week. Obviously, there's 3 matches every day up until Friday, and I'm going to be playing in all of those with my team. So let me know if you want to see the videos for those, and I will definitely record them and share. So here is where the Guardian finally popped. I was waiting for that, and the enemy team did come along as well, but we were like, no, let's all go to center and make sure they don't take the Sacred Guardian. So we did manage to defeat it with our team. Got a few kills in here as well while I was waiting. Obviously, as I said, I wasn't really chasing kills for this match. I was focusing more on staying central, staying where I could support my team a little bit more. And that definitely paid off for me actually surviving and not dying too much. But also for being able to support the centre here when we were needed, when everyone was needed to be ready for the Guardian. And you can see it's coming up to the required points as well. So in this, it's 1,300 points, not the normal 1,500. And the Guardian pops at 800 points instead of 1,000 points like in the normal Conqueror mode and Dispute for the Accursed Tower. So it's slightly different in that way. But yeah, that last match was a victory. So really happy with that. And yeah, really happy with our team's performance. I wasn't sure what this was going to be like at all. This was my first ever experience of Battle of Realms. And although the map I'm used to, I'm not used to obviously playing something that you kind of feel like there's a lot of pressure on you when it's multi-server like this, and when it's something that's such a huge event and so important to a lot of players. A lot of people really like go ham on this. So yeah, it was interesting to play it for the first time. So this is how we ended it. This was our match stats from the first 3 matches. And yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings. As I said, let me know in the comments if you want to see videos for the rest of the week. But that's it from me for this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Good luck to everyone else playing in Battle of Realms, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.
Official Diablo Partner.